Hi, I'm Hannah Holden and we're here at Leeds Golf Centre, and today we're going to be meeting James from Titleist. Now he's bringing along some new additions to the Titleist Speed Project family. We're going to be testing out some new drivers. So let's go on the range and see how they perform. So we've just been on the range and tested some of the new additions to the TS family. So James, can you talk us through some of the new technology in these drivers?
Yeah, of course. We've got the TS2 and TS3 currently in the range. Number one driver on the PGA and European Tour currently. Additional to that, we've now introduced two brand new models. So we'll start with the one, and this is designed to be very, very lightweight. We've taken weight out of the head, we've taken weight out of the shaft, and we've taken weight out of the grip. And this is going to suit somebody that's maybe on the more moderate side of swing speed. If anyone's ever been on a launch monitor and they're identifying that their ball speed's kind of 135 miles an hour or below, this is going to be effortless distance. They can just swing it as they have done before. The weight that's been taken out is going to encourage a nice fast ball speed. It's going to launch really nice and high, and it's going to spin sufficiently to optimise carry.
So this has a much lighter shaft in it?
It's got a lighter head and a lighter shaft and a lighter grip. In regards to the shaft, we've got a new Fubuki MV series, max velocity, coming in at 45 grams, and we've got the air speeder in there at 40, both of which are featuring the straight flight weighting, which you'll recognise from the Kuro Kagi and the Tensai Blue that we had in the TS2, TS3.
So all in all, how much weight are we actually losing in this club?
Up to 55 grams, depending on head, shaft and grip combination. So yeah, it's quite significant.
And then moving on to the TS4, this is kind of the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, so this is for people that we've identified that maybe have high spin. So we normally put those into two categories. It could be somebody that's either very excessive club head speed, maybe a little bit negative, that generate a lot of speed. This is a low spin option for them. And also maybe a moderate swing speed player that gets a little bit across and a little bit down, hits that sort of low to high riser left to right. What you'll actually see of this is the weight has been moved forward. It can increase ball speed a little bit, but it's actually going to take the spin out of the driver as well.
So the TS4 also has a slightly different head size. Can you talk about that and what that affects?
Yep, so TS1, 2 and 3 are all in there at 460cc. And some of the feedback that we get from the elite players that generate the club head speed that this club's potentially really good for is they like a slightly lower profile. So this one's coming in there at 430cc. It's got the deep face and it's got the traditional shape, and it's very pleasing on the eye for that type of golfer.
So we've seen a few players on tour testing this. Has any of them put them in the bag yet?
Yeah, Max Homer actually won on the PGA Tour a couple of weeks ago with TS4 in the bag, so yeah, it's definitely popular.
So across the whole TS family, what club is suitable for which player?
We anticipate TS2 and TS3 still being the most suitable for the most amount of golfers. These two have been added as additional products to the range for those people that we've identified that have certain characteristics, but the best thing, as we'll always say, is go and get custom fitted. What you think may be good for you might not necessarily come out that way. Just because you have a certain characteristic and you think this could be a good option, go and see a fitter or somebody with the knowledge and the expertise that can go through the process and make sure you're actually into the correct product.
So I think the key thing about that is making sure you go get custom fit, see which model is most suitable for your game, and make sure you get the right shaft to facilitate that. So we're going to go out and hit a few more shots, and I'll come back with my verdict at the end. So we've been out and tested all the TS drivers, and there really is a product for everyone in this range. Obviously not each one is designed specifically to suit me, but I'm going to talk through what I found with them and what happened when I hit them. So the TS1 is obviously the super lightweight model, and this is just generally designed for people with a lower swing speed. I'm swinging it about just over 90 miles an hour, so it's not something that's necessarily designed for me, but I actually really enjoyed hitting this product. I hit it really well. My dispersion was actually really tight. The only thing was that I had quite a high ball flight with this, so into the wind and things like that wouldn't be ideal, so probably not the best option for me. On the other end of the spectrum, we've got the TS4, which is designed for really low spin, and what I did see is this brought my ball flight down a lot. I do typically hit it quite high, so this was really good to see, but the spin was probably a bit too low for me and just ultimately wasn't quite getting that maximum distance out of that club. So it's probably for someone who has a bit of a higher swing speed than me, so not necessarily what I'd put in the bag at the moment. Coming down from that to the TS3, I did hit this quite nicely. The flight was a lot better height for me, personally, but the shot shape wasn't quite there. This is designed for someone who wants to shape the ball a bit more, so it was giving me a bit more left to right than I would like to see typically in my ball flight. So overall, what I would choose from this range would be the TS2. It's what I've got in the bag at the moment. I hit it really consistently, my dispersion was really good, the ball flight was really consistent, and it's just something that I'd be really happy to play out on the course with. So obviously in this range there is a club that is for everyone. The shafts are adjustable, so getting custom fit is really key to finding out not only which model is best for you, but getting the right shaft in that club. Also the adjustability in the hosel, so you can change the lie and the loft angles, so that's really important. I've been really impressed when testing these clubs from Titleist. Across the range there really is something for everyone. I really enjoyed hitting them all, especially the TS1, which I was really surprised by. From the description it wasn't necessarily designed to suit me, but I did really enjoy hitting it, but the TS2 did slightly outperform it on this occasion. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you again soon.